Guys, first YouTube video for this account. What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Like I said, first official full-length YouTube video. And today, instead of making a quick YouTube short or reel, we have to replace the passenger side CV axle, and I thought, why not make this a full-length vlog? That's exactly what we're gonna be doing today. So we're gonna be switching that CV axle. I'm super excited. This, like I said, one of my big goals for this year was to make more long-form YouTube videos, which is why we're starting this one today. I wanna be able to do more of these and pump out this content a lot more. So we're gonna go ahead and get this car rolled into the garage, lift it up, get it all jacked up on all fours, and then we're gonna go ahead and get to breaking it down. But here, give me the camera, give me the camera. All right. We gotta pop off the center cap. You said it was gonna be easy.
It might be easy if you have something like this.
What does he got a needle for?
No, I'm trying to use like an iPhone kit.
Oh my magic! Look at that rusty thing. All right, I'm gonna save this so we don't flip in and lose it. Gotta bust out where it's dented in to hold the nut in place so you can loosen the axle nut. Be very careful.
Yeah, of course.
Be very careful.
I don't think that's really doing anything there, bud.
How'd you do it on the other side last time?
It wasn't pinched like that.
Ah.
Okay, I've got it. It's like almost there.
Good enough?
I think so. I think it's worth a try.
Break it, Jordan. Break it. Ah, look at that. Let's go. Wait, Jordan, I bought the wrong CV axle. You just did that for no reason. I'm just kidding. I hope I did it. I mean, worst case scenario, we just return it, but now.
I got like 3 customers behind you, so you're gonna have to be rescheduled till next week if you do that.
No. Now time to break loose all of the lug nuts.
You actually have to step on these, or can you just like... No. I don't know if I feel comfortable stepping on
You want me to
shit.
do it? So the tire shop loves to tighten the lug nuts super tight. Yeah, it's a trampoline.
Bro, this is what happens when you don't have an impact.
You got it. Oh, that was smooth. There you go. And then one more. No, it's the other one. That one. Look at this, guys. It's like a trampoline. Oh, you got it. Teacher Jordan wants to take over.
The jack stands obviously go here on the 2 jacking points. There's a space on this Honda to take off a little cover we have under here.
There's like a secret door.
There's a secret door, but the car's low, so it's a little hard to get the clip in here like easy. But I'm gonna have to use a screwdriver instead of like the actual tool. See? Here's a little door revealing the frame.
So you take this one off, and then there's one on the other side too. What are you ranting about?
But except don't be like me and forget the screwdriver on the other side of the car.
Oh shoot, I need to go get that.
Thank you.
Dirty.
What's dirty?
Your hoodie.
Because I've been laying on the ground. What do you expect? Little tip, make sure you put your e-brake on, especially on front-wheel drive cars.
Why is that?
Because the rear is like free rolling, so you just jack up the front because you want to do like, you know, an oil change. Could roll, possibly, but you always want to make sure your e-brake is on anytime you jack up the car.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Ooh, what did I say?
Oh my gosh! And there goes upside number 2. Look at that efficiency. Don't mind all that oil. Duralast. And bam, we are on all fours. Let's go. We're gonna be leaving the jack up on one side and putting a rim on the other side for extra safety. There's always never being too safe with this kind of stuff. And then we're gonna close the garage because it's freezing out here. So let's get it. time to close the garage. This dude is drinking a Slurpee. I'm gonna fully loosen this axle nut.
I need like more hands. Got it. Maybe I don't got it.
You gotta lock it with another tool just because the brake rotor likes us to keep spinning. Use one of the hands because we didn't have an extension for the electric wrench.
First order of business, getting lower control arm bolts off. They're size 17 millimeter. I think I might need a deep socket.
The one I found works.
It's an 11/16. I just can't find my 17 deep socket. I'll do a normal ratchet. Put it here. Put this over the right side because there's a little thing in there. I don't know what it's called. Break it loose. Just enough. Against the car. Pull it.
Hey. Now this is going to be the challenging bit, is getting the suspension off this bar down here. I am on aftermarket suspension, so it is a little bit tough. Oh, that was easy.
Where?
Definitely going to be back on that. Then you just hit it. Ah, there you go.
Since this gets in the way, it does flex your sway bar end link a little bit, which you could disconnect if you wanted to. All I do is just hold it back a little bit out of the way by using some Romex wire. This is, of course, some of you electricians may know, goes on the side of the wall. Even though I do put it around the jack stand, the car is super heavy, so I just wrap it around the caliper here, right here, and then I tie it back so when it has tension back here, it's just pulled out of the way. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick.
You tied it around the jack stand last time?
Yeah, I did. Using my knee here to pull it back. Hey.
So now the brake rotor and all of the suspension is out of the way. Out of the way. We only have so much space to work with, and Honda, for some reason, right here, makes this part like a blade. So when you're putting in the CV axle, you have to be super careful, or else your boot is going to be cut for sure. Which is what happened to the CV axle a long time ago, whenever we had these true hard lowering springs installed, and that's what led to my crackling CV axles that eventually just gave out at the same time. The CV axle shouldn't have that much play. Next step is to get it out of the middle, which is the transmission, and it should click out, but you gotta mess with it a little bit. Right, Jordan? So now Jordan has to pry out this CV axle.
It looks like it just comes out from here, actually.
Watch out for transmission fluid. These CV axles are tedious.
So it doesn't even come out from there.
You need to watch a video, or do you think you got it?
Where's the old axle at?
I don't think the old one and the passenger one are the same.
No, let me see your new passenger one.
Oh, shoot. Okay. This is the new passenger side CV axle.
Yeah, it's about to come out.
This one's being tough. You need to give it like a little twist or something. This one's fighting you.
Getting a cramp in my foot.
It's being super, super tough. There's a point right behind this boot. There's like a big chunk of metal directly behind that boot. That's where we're prying from, where you're supposed to actually pry from.
CV axle shot. It like doesn't even want to turn with it anymore. It's like completely disconnected.
You got this, Jordan. Not me, but Jordan is having a little bit of a hard time getting the CV axle out, which I'm not surprised about. The driver's side is super easy. He got that out instantly, but this one's just giving a little bit of a harder time. So, Dr. Jordan, what is your best diagnostic? I think he's dead, guys. You want me to pull as you pry?
No.
Yes, buddy, I got you. Yes, come.
The world's calmest mechanic.
I see.
I just see like your nose and your eyes. So Jordan's in that mode. He needs a break real quick. Being tough. But in the meantime, I'm going to get down there and show you guys what we're dealing with. So you can kind of see something similar if you ever do your own CV axles. Now, let me get under here with the camera. You can kind of see the fight. When you are told to do the CV axle, you're told to pry from here specifically. Not necessarily there, but here if you don't have this piece. We do have a new piece for this, so we started prying from here. But you can kind of see the hard time that it's giving us.
One eternity later.
It's not off. Jordan is back under there trying to work on it, but it's giving us a hard time. We're gonna try to take a few more pieces off further back in the transmission or the CV axle, because the CV axle just stuck to itself so bad. Jordan, 3 hours later, we made progression.
So we decided to take out the 3 bolts holding together the mid shaft and the intermediate shaft to the engine. Right now they're obviously off. So what we're gonna do is just pull it out here
Of the transmission.
I'm gonna pull it out of the transmission. I don't know if he can see it. It's a little bit tough.
We figured that was the best move because the actual CV axle is stuck around as one piece. Oh, I can see it.
There it goes.
We have to get it off the ground as one piece. Watch out for transmission fluid. There we go. Oof. I don't like that. So it's all the way out now?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go out, see if I can assist. There we go. You gotta rotate it. Hold on, I'm gonna put the camera down, guys. Thank God. Oh my gosh, guys. Passenger CV axle is no joke.
Look. This side's not the best either.
All of it isn't.
If you look at the new axle,
It's a lot more firm.
this still has more play.
But it's
And
not
it
twisted.
And it comes in and out. Like when you turn, it comes out. But you can feel it's not like.
It ain't like that. We saw a trick on the internet where we put something really wide right here and we hammer it in and it'll pull it away from each other. You try to hammer that in there?
I don't know. I could try. I gotta pee first.
Oh.
See ya. See you in the next episode.
And Jordan has to pee. See you in the next episode. Hello, transmission. Hello. Yeah. What the heck is that? Oh, it's my scooter bar. Ready?
Bro, it literally worked. Now we use the bigger one. Yeah, now we use this.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Holy.
We need to make sure this isn't damaged.
How these lock into place is there's this pin right here along it, and that locks into a gap in here so that they stay together. Now, where we were prying it the whole time, which was where at this part, okay, but it's really difficult. Oh, my foot's cramping. Because the transmission is further away on the passenger side than the driver's side, they add this extension right here. It's very difficult to pry right here. This is where we needed to pry, but it was super hard, so we decided to pry it off the transmission itself, and it came out extremely easy.
Extremely easy.
That was easy.
That was easy.
Pulling out the transmission was easy. This was easy once it got out, because you can see we took my old scooter bars here and jammed it inside.
I literally went to the restroom. I saw this sitting over here. It was like sitting on the ground. I was like, it's broken. Because Drew does some crazy scooter tricks, if you guys don't know. And I was like, Drew, put it right here. Freaking came out so easy.
So now that we got that on, it's time to just throw the new one on. I say just, but we don't know what challenges are still ahead of us.
Well, I'm hungry. Let's get some food.
No time to do the painful process in reverse. I don't feel like this is going to be easy. It's got to click in. Ready? Press. What if I hammer at the same time?
Well, be careful.
Got it.
It just went in.
Hate to tell you, but I told you so.
Another friend on the phone. We had to call backup. That was a pain.
I did the same thing on his car, but it was with the drive shaft and the center support bearing, so it was a little bit different.
That ain't coming out ever. Now, Jordan, what do we do?
Just throw this thing in the car and get to our next task.
Put it in the car.
Let's
do it. Careful though. Don't say it again.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna put the camera down because we gotta kind of thread the needle of bringing this CV axle through with the sway bar end link so we can get it to the transmission, but we also have to be very careful because we don't want to cut the boot on anything within the suspension. So I'm gonna put the camera to the side while we do this real quick, but I'm gonna still keep recording.
Rotate that.
It's stuck. Round 2. Try getting the CV axle in there again with all of the parts that are on it. It came out, so it can obviously go back in. We got it in!
We need to flip this bracket to the right orientation.
If we gotta put it in a different orientation, then we got to. You know, we have the flexibility to do it now, so. Wow, what a journey. If I come under here, you'll see that right here there's a silver ring. That connects into the transmission. Here is the bracket that you guys were seeing earlier. We had it twisted to the right orientation. And there was 3 bolts that needed to be torqued down to the correct spec, which is 29 foot-pounds of torque. Here's where the transmission, not the transmission, but CV axle connects. And then it runs straight through back to where we go to the outside. You see how it threads through here, and then we line it straight through the front of the brake rotor. So lower control arm bolts are these guys right here. There's 3 of them. Got to tighten them down with a 17mm.
Just gonna
Not
start.
all the way in yet, but you gotta get started yet. Satisfying.
Force the pry bar. Oh, look. It's right there.
Oh,
So this is just a little pre-torque.
by the way, guys, these 36mm axle nuts on the Hondas are torqued to 181 pound-feet. So we're gonna have to take this to the shop whenever we can and have them torqued it correctly because we don't have like a specific torque wrench.
I mean, I might have snap-on, but I don't have a torque wrench.
It's okay, Jordan. Let's cheer up, buddy. And one more note with the axle nut, we lost our hammer, so we're not getting to it right now. We're probably just gonna have the shop do it because they'll have the proper tools. But there's a little divot right here in the axle. You want to punch this metal into that divot so it locks the bolt, and there's no chance of it ever rolling off. It's very hard for it to do that, but it's almost like an extra safety measure. Now, look at him. It's done. We're officially done. We just gotta put all the wheels back onto the car. We did bleed the brakes. That's why all 4 are off, just so you know. We didn't put it in the video. It is like a little side thing that we did. That's why all wheels are off. Once again, get the car off the jacks. We're gonna take it for a quick test drive. Jacking it up. Oh. What was that?
You're getting replaced with the Dyson.
Bad vacuum. Just let it do its thing. Oh, she's on the ground. We torque the axle nut while it's in the air, and then we do a little bit more while it's on the ground.
See, because it's moving some.
Yeah. Now we tighten our lug nuts. The car is done. Hold on, look at this. We started at 4 p.m. It's 1:33 and we're done. Well, Jordan's done. He did all the work. We're gonna go test drive the car, make sure the CV axle is good. And then like I said, on the side, we went ahead and did all of the brake fluids. So we're gonna go ahead, test it out, make sure it all is good. Woo! Time for the test drive in this frigid weather. Oh, he even turned my seat warmers on. Good guy. So what we're listening for is crackling. We don't want any more crackling in the CV axles. And then we switched out the brake fluid on the side. We want to see how quickly this stops. Here we go. Guys, you don't realize how happy that makes me because I've had that crackling for so long. No crackling.
What about the brakes? Oh my gosh!
It's nice.
The Alcantara.
The Alcantara.
Sheesh.
Alright guys, if you did enjoy this YouTube video, it's probably longer than I expected. Make sure you leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned by hitting that notification bell. First YouTube video on the DGFK7 account, the first of many. So I'm super stoked with how these CV axles turned out and how well the car brakes now. Stay tuned for more videos.